All right, in this box is my new 1UP USA rack. This is the brand new Super Duty rack. Let's unbox this thing, get it built, and get it installed onto the truck. So this is the first box of the rack. There is 2 boxes that actually come with this. The first one here is the main hitch part that we have to actually assemble. Unlike the quick rack, we actually have to put this one together. So we are actually going to need the instructions here. But let's go ahead and unbox this and get everything out so we can get to working with it. The wheel chock. This is super cool. This is an added accessory for this item. And inside the baggie here, we have, looks like our hitch lock. Our assembly screws and bolts, along with the special security Allen wrenches that we use to tighten up the hitch. It would probably be easier to build this with it actually mounted inside the hitch, but because that's outside and I'm inside, I'm gonna use my toolbox as a kind of stand. Hopefully it's gonna work perfect. Since the Super Duty that I have actually has the double rack, we're going to have 2 of these 15-degree angle plates, and we're going to install them onto this just like this. And you want to make sure that the tallest part is actually facing toward the hitch. And the bolts you're going to use are the small ones that come in that little baggie. And you're gonna have 4 for each of these plates. And I'm just kind of going a little bit loose to make sure everything gets in. And then I'll actually go ahead and tighten them down. And now we're gonna repeat the same process for the second one. Next up, we're gonna grab the driver's side of the rack and make sure that the button is facing outwards away from the hitch. You do have 2 sets of bolts here. You have a long wheelbase and a short wheelbase. Anything more than a 54-inch wheelbase for your bike, you're gonna wanna use the longer one. Anything below 54, you're gonna wanna use the shorter one. And I'm pretty sure I wanna use the shorter one. So we're gonna go with that. This just fits in beautifully. Take the big nut and screw it in. Once you find the hole, there we go. Get it in, and we can tighten it down a little bit. I'll come back and tighten these up more here after I get everything installed. And doing this on the toolbox may have been a bad idea because now we have a bunch of weight on one side that's making this want to tip. So on the ground is probably better, but this is still working. So you're gonna go ahead and take your big socket head and put it in, and that'll secure this side in. It'll be easier if I use the Allen wrench. And we're gonna repeat the process for the other bike rack. All right, now we're going to install the wheel chock into this. First off, we have our little nut strip here that's going to slide in like so. And what that's going to do is that's going to give us a spot to actually screw the wheel chock into. And inside the bag, we have 2 Allen keys and some bolts. One thing I forgot to mention is on the glide bar itself, you do want to make sure that you get the teeth in the right direction. Looks like the more vertical side should be towards the outside here of the rack. All right, now we're going to take our glide bar and put it on top. This is what the wheel chock is actually going to grab onto. And we can go ahead and screw this in. You want to make sure that you have the little slide bar that we put underneath lining up with this so it has somewhere to lock into. And you want to tighten these firmly. So we're going to come back and give it a good crank. And on the wheel chock itself, we're going to put this piece over this. And we have our bolt. And we're going to go ahead and screw this in using the bigger Allen wrench that is included. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then we just go ahead and slide this on. After unscrewing this, push the button. Nice. And when we're done, we can just tighten this down. Something that's very important as well, you do want to make sure you take off the little sticker over the ball bearing so that way it actually works when it's inside the hitch receiver. All right, before we go any further, we're going to push this up. Except I forgot to bring up the little bit here so we can actually move it. We're done. There we go. Up with it. There we go. Now we can access the tightener part. So we're going to tighten this up. This is going to help get rid of all the wobble that is in the rack. And that is solid. That ain't going anywhere. Now we can put the lock on the hitch to make sure no one can steal it. So I'm going to have to reach out to my contacts at One Up USA to see what's up with the adapter on this, but the adapter doesn't fit. So I'm going to go without the adapter for now and just hope that it's fine. But definitely rattles a lot, and that's a problem. Well, now that the bike rack's installed, we can go ahead and pull this up, bring it down, get it into the right position, snaps in. So what's really cool about the new rack is it has a one-handed operation now. You can push the button in, lift up a little bit. Now you can freely move this without having to hold it all the time, which is quite nice. Let's get a bike loaded up here. This is my new Orbea Rise that I got from Jensen USA. And get this in. Finish up the back. Now we do the front. Now with the wheel chock, just push in, get it in, and tighten it down. So the wheel chock's really cool because it's going to stop the front wheel from having any wobble, and it's going to limit how much it can wobble. So your bike's super secure and ain't going anywhere. So that was the installation and unboxing of the brand new One Up USA Super Duty, which is just awesome. There's so many new features on this thing. I can't wait to share them with you. I will be doing a video that compares this one to the Quick Rack that I've been using for a few years now. This one has a ton of new features, so make sure you get subscribed because I'm going to be doing a deep dive on all the new stuff. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and drop a comment down below. Let me know what rack you're using. Well, this is MTV Rad Dad signing off, and you should definitely check out this video right here.